Now what do we need? This navigation bar, I think we have to design it in our own way from this. And don't forget, we'll make this interactive. Yeah. So we'll do it together right now. So let's start by picking out the items for the navigation bar. Select them one by one. We have this, and we need this category. And we need the love icon. This will be love icon. Let's use this. In fact, let's just pick a duplicate or a sample of it so that at least you can still have it to use next time. And a profile. What's the profile? Yeah, the profile is with one. So with the category option. So the category option, I think we should design it ourselves because we didn't get what we are trying to do. So this is how you design it. So let's go for a rectangle. Then after getting a rectangle, you duplicate it into 4 sections. Yeah, you have this. Then you round the corners for one side. I think this. Then you will leave out the filling. Then you add a stroke. A stroke of what? A stroke of 2 will be okay. Or 1.5. Yeah, I think 1.5 is okay. Yeah, that's good. Then what you need to do, you have to merge it. Okay, so you come to this 3 dots. Then you pick out the merge. So when you check these options down, just down here, you will see these 5 items. You either create a union, subtract, or intersect, or exclude, or flat. So which one that you want, or the one that you prefer, then you go with. So before that, I would love to do some work over here. You see the inside part over here. Yeah. Let's select them one by one. The inside here, this 3, I will make sure it's 0. Yeah. And this one too, I also make sure this place is also, is it this place? Or yeah, this place is 0. I think this is okay. So these two can have the round and yeah. So over here, we either make it the subtract, intersect, or the flat. So for now, I prefer the flat. So let's just flatten it. You can also do it your own way. So let's just flatten. You can also use the shortcut as well too. What's the problem? I'm doing video and you're making noise. Okay, so let's have a duplicate somewhere. Maybe you don't know when we will need it. And mind you have to make sure whatever you are doing are of the same size or width, being in the height or the length. Yes, they should have the same width. It's very important in your designing prospect. If you miss that part, you are doomed. So you need to go up one. So it means you can't go beyond that. Let's check the down. Okay, it is slanging at the down rather. Yeah, so I think it's up to now. Yeah, and so this one comes first, and this one follows. Then the shopping bag comes, or the shopping basket. comes. Okay, so we've gotten our shopping basket. Putting our shopping basket being checked in place, and our okay, I think we need to this an image we need to convert to an object or a shape so that we can be able to change the colors anytime we want or anytime we like. So let's see whether we can go with this or not. It's not bad. It's not bad. So you are using this thing to create a navigation bar. So make sure you pay attention or you pay rapid attention to whatever is going on here. Yeah, if the stroke is too much, so we can ignore it. I think this one I used a filling, so let's use a stroke rather. So if you want to use a stroke, this is how it will look like. Okay. So I don't seriously feel this thing. I don't feel the vibe. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if we can design a new one ourselves. Okay, somebody knocking. Okay. So let's go to our material sections to get a new profile image. Other than that, we'll come back and design this. Redesign this again. Yeah. Don't worry, it's all part of the learning process. At least you will learn two things. Either you use a community tools or you design it yourself. So whatever that fits for you. Yeah. And so you can even go to community and even search for let's go to tools and let's search for profile icon. So if somebody has designed that already, you will just bring it. Then you will make your selection out of it. You see, right now they've given you plugins that you can use or sort out to get this kind of illustrations. So you just run it. After running it, then you search for the particular icon that you need. So this icon name is icon Scott. So inside the icon Scott, we have icons, we have illustrations, we have 3D assets, and Lotif. The Lotif files happen to be or are this kind of animation or animated icons that have been designed by somebody and placed there. Some are premium and some are free. So you just have to go and make sure you choose the free ones. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think we don't need this. All we need is not here. So I think we should search in community rather. We get some here. In my library, I don't think I have some. Now let's try and scan through UI kits and see maybe somebody will also place some there. So you see, these are some resources that you need to be making good use of. So let's try and design it ourselves. So we have this, taking the hair shape, I'll hold Alt and Shift to open on all angles or expand on all angles. We have this, and we need, how do we get this? We have to use shapes or shape, a rectangular shape, of course. So let's just have this. Yes. So when you have this, you zoom in to get it. Perfect. Nice one. So you have to hold one edge, then you drag. So you make sure you do it single. Yes. So we should also go to 32. Yes, let me fix both top and down. Yeah, I think we are one now. So we can use the exclusive, it went up rather instead of down. So let's use the subtract. It also pick different one. And let's use the union. Let me see. The union also already for the I said you want to cry. So we'll have to try different options, and the one that will work for us is the one that we'll say Yakari. So let's ungroup this first. Yeah. So let's. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. So yes, now we've gotten it. Or should I take it over? Okay, if you want me to take it over, you can just do a reverse of the video, then watch it over again. First, we duplicated this whole thing was it was in this form. Then we create this form by using the subtract. Sorry, by using the how do you call it? We second we use the shape builder to build. Second, we use the shape builder to build this. Whilst we cut this thing off. Third, we brought it back here. Okay, we brought it back here. Or you let me just go back again. Yeah. So first, before starting the whole thing, we duplicated this whole thing. We have it here, 1. Then we have this in 2. Then we use the shape builder by clicking M. Then we build this shape. We separate this also. Then we separate the top. So you see that we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. Okay. When you are done, then you come back to the hand or the selection tool or the move tool. Then you move this into this. Are you getting it? Or better still, you put it down here. Then you pick this half of this that you've cut. You see that there are 2. Then you bring this on top of this. Then you make sure you align it in the center. Now, to align it in the center, you bring it down here. Okay. Now you have to select these 2. After selecting these 2, you then use the subtract. So you use Control Shift E, exclusive, which is Control Shift E. Then Control Shift E will give you this shape, which is you are excluding this layer or this object or this shape out of the whole shape you've joined together. When you're done, then you bring it just below this to create your home icon. So what do you do from here? You create a union. Now, whichever color you give to one to affect the other, that is just the description of the union. So when you create a union like that, then you bring it here. You can even reduce the spacing in between the two objects, depending on how you want it or how you feel about it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you see that it is revealing this item over here. So what do you need to do? Right now, if I were to be you, I will flatten it. So after flattening, let's see. You see that after flattening, even if you reduce the size, it didn't affect those edges coming out. The reason why it was coming out is because you've created a union for it. You made it a union. You didn't make it one object. You see, in Photoshop, we have something we call convert to object, a smart object. Very good. But over here, you have to use a different idea or a different method to do it. You see it? So now we have it as one. So let's just do away with this. We don't need them again. Yeah. So when you do it this way, you don't get a chance to use the gapping or the gap to create the space in between the two objects again. You have to do it manually. Okay. And one thing you need to also know is there is something here that you don't need. This. You also have to make sure you check through all your layers. Then any layer that you don't need to use again, then just do away with it. At the end of the day, make sure they are all on the same height and width, as I always say, as that now. So the interval space is 2020. So we need to do some work over here. We give it a stroke instead of the fill 1.5. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are going to use to design our nice navigation bar. So let's start with the names. So we create a text frame for the name. The first one is home. So let's not use any new one there. We'll use this to design all of them. So you convert it to auto layout. Yeah. So that whatever text you write can be able to fit in. So the next one is category. So the reason we have it like this is because of the auto layer we create. And the auto layer is what is hanging. Yeah. So let's close it. So this one is wish list. This is wish list. So we have our wish list also. After the wish list, we have cart. Then we have what? Profile. We have the profile. We have the cart. Yeah. Okay, so let's make sure everything is under everything pepper. Then you group it. Each name is under each icon. Then you group it. Then you group. 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 Okay. So the first one happy to take a different color, which is red. Yeah, I think this red. Or the deep one. Is it this one? Yes. Very good. Yes. So we have this. So what do we need to do right now? We need to group this. And then we pick it from here. Then we bring it down here, because we'll be creating all our initiatives, all our things here, all our components here. So we are going to create a component for this nav. So what do we need to do? After we having this, we first need to convert it to what? A component. Right now it's in a component. We need a variance of this. Okay. We actually need 3 additional variants to make this. Okay, we need 4 additional variants to make this in 5. So at the end of the day, we can move this to here and here, or we can move the active bar or active navigations to here, 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 and the last one, the profile, in that order. So let's get it started. So you thereby go into the variant, or you come to this area and you see the variant, then you click on it. Then when you click on it over here for the first time, then you need to leave it. You come here, come and do the rest over here. Okay. Yeah. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's try and create the activeness before we can create the navigations. Okay. So let's start over here. This will be anything. We don't need it. We need a stroke 1.5. Yeah. And this too, we need some black thing here. Very good. This whole thing. Yeah, so let's do for this one, and let's bring this into its activeness. Give it the text and the filling. We don't need a filling for all the item. We need filling for the vector. So we can select the vector only over here. And we give the filling of that red. Yes. So under this, we can all come to a conclusion that anytime a cell is active, or anytime an icon is is active, the color will also be affected by it. You know what I'm saying? And if it is not active, it's supposed to remain as black as it is. So very good. So we are done with the activeness. Now we have to create a prototype or an interaction. We have to create an interaction for all these items. So that's what we are coming to do now. Okay. So let's get started. So you first come, you move from design to prototype mode, then you select each item. When you click on it, what should happen. So right now, because the home is here, you have to watch or search for all home tabs, then we navigate them to the first navigation bar, and every category that is black elsewhere, you have to match it back to the red navigation. Every watch list, your wish list, every wish list that is not red, we have to match them to the red one. So that's what you're coming to do. So let's do it quick. First, we send this. So a tap, it should be instant. Let's forget every alt, then make it instant and see if it's not beautiful. We'll come back and come and give the interaction, or we'll come and change the interaction or the action. Yeah. So if you tap it, you just move straight. We can use the dissolve tool, but we just want it to make it smooth. So let's just go by instant or smart. In the smart, it should be linear. Yes, it should be linear. So let's give all to linear. This linear, yeah, this linear, this linear. So let's go for category. Category will come here, also linear. Category, so wish list, yeah. So cut. Now profile. Very good. Now we we are done with it. Let's go to asset and text our design system and see. So let's name it nav. So this is a name for it, nav. We just drag it here, then we put it here. Yeah, so we can move from the prototype mode and come to design mode. I want to do some skirmishes right now. I also want us to create or do something new over here. So let's bring this thing here. We want to use, let's run the corners first. Yes, and let's check the height with it. Let's test it on it. Yeah, we'll bring it front. I think now the systems, the mobile production systems are adhering to the new change or the upgrade in the UI UX design system, whereby everybody is competing with making something extraordinary, not to talk of or something to talk of, or to see the glassmorphism effect. For instance, a lot of mobile interface designers are trying to bring that into the system, thereby you make the navigation, or it will do the background in a way that you can see through, or it will be like a glass like something. You know what I'm saying? So let's try and see if we can create that effect over here too and see. So let's go to our plugins and look for Glassmorphism. Very good. So this is a Glassmorphism effect. You see, so this shows how the item or the object is going to be affected by the glass like nature. So when you click on apply, it comes. So let's reduce the thickness a bit. Yeah, I think this is okay. And yeah, very good. So we have this, and we have to make it a frame. Yeah, so that we can bring this inside. You know what I'm saying? As I now. So now we have a glass like effect over here. So anything under the background or any background effect will go by, or anything below it will just take the effect of the glass. So let's see whether our glass like effect works or not by putting some image at the background of the frame, the very background. So let's come to files, layers, then we send this image just down. Yeah, so we have the image like this. So you can see the glass like effect on the screen. This is what I'm talking about. So you see how it looks like glass or glossy or glass like. So let's try and move this all around. You see that it's changing based on the background design. Yes, so that is what I meant by glassmorphism. So this image, you have to tone it down, and better still, you have to add an effect. add another one, a bit noisy. Let's add another one. Let's add a shade. If we can generate this one, let's try and do it. So the shade is one of the new updated actions that has been added to the effect panel. Okay, so when you want to create like a shade, it comes in different forms. Okay, it comes in different forms. We have the gradient map, we have the half tone, we have the pattern refraction, we have the chromatic meta, we have the hatching, we have the wrap, we have the lens. There are a lot. There are a lot that you can choose from. Okay. So let's try and see if we can go with this. So make sure you also try your hands on any. Yes, make sure if your network is good, you will see the effect at once. Now before mine is loading. So I would have to go with only one. Yeah. So you can manipulate it also. Yeah. Have you seen what's happening in the background? So all these things are new things that Figma has added to its designing system. And mind you, with this, Charlie, I'm sure Figma is trying to take the market away from other institutions. I wonder how they are going to cope or how they are going to handle it if the pressure keep increasing. They ask you, the pressure increase or decrease, then you'll be running your mouth, you will cry. So, Charlie, Maibu, let's try and make use of these effects and things. Okay. So for us seeing the effect now, I think we we can we can choose to do something else different. Let's add another fill, but this time around it should be gradient. Yes. Yeah. So let's try. I'm trying to play around with it small and see what I can do and what I cannot do. Yeah, so I'm just playing around. So you can also play around with yours and see how best what you can come out with. Okay. You can add more. So I want my background to have, I want this thing to have a nice shadow. So I'll go to effect and add a drop shadow. So I can also edit the drop shadow, the blurriness. I can increase or decrease it. Whether I should go up or down too, I can do with that. I think the one is okay. Yeah, at least. So we can see. Now let's, okay, here too. I think there's a work for us to do here. Yeah, the number is having a white, something that we need to do away with. Very good. Yes, so now we have this. Yeah. Okay. So let's try and work out this thing small. Yes, so it will be visible enough. Yeah. So we have this. Now let's try and preview it and see. Yeah, it have to load for the navbar to come. Very good. Now let's see. Mm-hmm. 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 So are you seeing it? Yes, this is what we've designed so far.